The forest was quiet. Leaf Bare was always a quiet time in the woods, but there was a layer of silence deeper than snow that had settled over Moss Clan ever since the death of Fern Creek. Until now, the clan had never faced such deadly danger within its own forest, and the pools of blood and signs of battle where she had made her stand against the fox, and lost, were sobering reminders of what life among the wild woods could be like. All the cats were subdued from Fern Creek's death, even the kids, who had been rapidly outgrowing the confines of the nursery and had taken to playing out in the camp more. Now, however, they huddled close to their mother and flinched suspiciously at the sounds of cracking ice and the rustling of empty branches in the forest around them. Oatkit alternated between growling at the dangers he suspected were all around them and then asking his mother in concerned meows if the warriors were strong enough to protect the camp. Lizardkit was simply silent as usual, curled up against his mother's side and staring out into the distance as though lost in his own thoughts. Honeywish shuddered and pushed her way through the bushes around camp, lifting her head as she tried to catch the scent of any prey. Briarstalk was still deep in mourning and had hardly come out of his moss nest lately. His grief shook them all, and the other warriors of the clan tried to do what they could to make up for the loss of prey now that their best hunter was unable to focus. Honeywish flicked an ear as her heart twisted oddly in her chest at the thought of Briarstalk's grief. Somehow seeing him in pain was more difficult than she had thought was possible. It was almost as though someone she loved, like Lionstar, was suffering. Well, Honeywish meowed softly to herself, that is what it means to be a clan. She hesitated for a moment and then sighed, nodding to herself. It had been several days since Fern Creek's attack, and though most of the clan was busy hunting, she felt a strong urge to work her way down to the odd herb place and check for any signs of the fox. Shaking off a flicker of nervousness, she padded down the trail out of camp, determined to fulfill her duties as deputy and keep their borders safe. It was the smell of blood that stopped Honeywish in her tracks, her fur bristling in alarm. She had just reached the odd herb place, and at first nothing had seemed out of place. There were no scents of fox, until suddenly the copper tang of blood was carried to her on the breeze. With a quiet growl, she slinked forward, her eyes wide with nerves, and hunted for the source of the smell. A short distance away, by the thunder path, a silvery pile of fur was laying almost motionless. For a second, Honeywish felt a flash of hope burst in her chest. Was that Fern Creek? Before it disappeared. The fur was the wrong color, but that was surely a cat. Slinking forward, her nose twitching, she struggled to pick up any identifying scent over the reek of the thunder path and blood. Hello? Honeywish jumped as the pile of fur moved, lifting his head and glancing at her. Blood ran down the side of his face, and he seemed dazed. With a jolt, she recognized the cat she was looking at. Silverfang! Honeywish hissed, shocked to see the elder. He was one of the older cats who lived in the barn at the farm, a kitty pet who had been tossed by his two legs into the countryside and left to fend for himself. With a concerned meow, Honeywish ran over to her old acquaintance, sniffing him over. Past the blood that ran down the side of his head, he didn't seem too badly hurt, just stunned. What happened? A monster hit me, Silverfang meowed, his voice thick and confused. So sorry, just a glancing blow. Come on, Honeywish meowed softly, gently pressing her nose against his legs to see if anything was broken. If you can make it, I'll take you back to our camp. Our medicine cat will be able to help you. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Sims 3 Warrior Cats Challenge. We are here with the new cat, Silverfang, who is a little bit nervous to be here, who has just joined us at Moss Clan. So he is an elder from the barn, the same barn that Lionstar and Honeywish and Crowfeather and Squirrel Leap have all come from. And he's lived there off of kitty pet food that they've had, just that the people put out at the farm for a very long time. He's an abandoned cat who is quite old. He's actually blind in the eye on his left side, so his blue eye is blind, and he just got hit by a monster on Thunderpath. But thankfully he was found in time. It was just a glancing blow, and he was found by Honeywish, so she brought him back. And even though the clan is still mourning the loss, the very, very sad loss of Fern Creek from a few days ago their time, they are able to welcome in this new elder, and we'll have to see how that goes. And dig it, Lionstar! What are you doing? Were you so busy marking territory? Dang it, now I have to roll and see if he's going to get sick or not first thing. And I did roll to see if Briarstock is going to get sick, and the answer is he is not going to be sick. He's a very healthy young cat, so even though he still has the portrait color change, his randomizer did not roll for him getting sick. But if it gets worse, if his coloring changes from yellow to the orange or the red, then the chances of him getting sick go up faster. So I'm waiting to see if he's going to take care of himself quickly enough that I don't have to worry about that. So let's go ahead and see if Lion Star, gosh darn it, has been pushing himself too hard and if he's going to get sick. So one moment. You're sick, I'm afraid. Dogaze purred, trying to keep the anxiety out of her voice. Lion Star sighed and ruffled his fur. But I can't be sick. The clan needs more food, and this leaf bear is getting more and more difficult. And you'll just make things more difficult if you are out and about trying to hunt while you don't feel well, Dogaze chided. Then she sighed and shook her head. Thankfully for you, I have a bit of turtle meat that I think should cure you. Luckily, all you have is a common cold. There we go. Okay, so Lion Star unfortunately did get sick, but thankfully it rolled a common cold. Usually that means he just needs to wait a few days, no hunting, including on autonomous hunting, so I would have to cancel it, and he would have to rest for at least 12 hours to cure the cold, but he does not want to rest, and thankfully there are cures. Lemons, which have to be randomized, anywhere from 2 to 5 lemons randomized, 1 rare rodent, or 1 rare turtle, and thankfully we happen to have a rare turtle. So we'll go ahead and sell that from her medicine cat collection, and then we'll go ahead and cure Lion Star of his cold, and we'll say that that gives him a boost of energy and refills his food. But he has to keep the fleas, because the fleas are kind of all over the entire clan and they really need to get rid of them. So there you go. Lion Star is cured. Briarstock can't really be cured from the things he's suffering from right now. Stop trying to follow her. Come on, buddy. You need to get some food. Like, I'm trying not to control him so that if he's going to take care of himself, he has to do it on his own because he's still mourning. But yes, so there we go. Well, we managed to cure Lion Star of his cold at least. So that means he can come out and he can try to do a little bit of extra hunting, like maybe catch these ladybugs, maybe do some hunting over here. Where's Mossleaf? What is she up to? Oh, she's trying to catch things too. Everybody's busy like doing the morning hunt, which is a pretty good thing. Look at that! And we have a hedgehog! Yes, that's a rare rodent. So we can start filling up the prey pile. And on your guys' suggestion, I have tried to find some sort of new terrain paint that can make it easier to see what's going on in the prey pile. But it's kind of hard because basically everything is difficult to see. But we have the emerald tree boa, and then this pygmy hedgehog we might hold on to and give to Dogaze so we can try to cure all of the flea issues we're having in the clan. Honeywish doesn't have fleas yet, and I actually want her. She still wants to eat a fish. So if we hadn't ended up getting Silverfang over here, who is kind of curious, he wants to kind of start sniffing, meeting and greeting with all of the people in the clan, and Dogaze is kind of curious about him. She wants to go ahead and sniff him. Oh, even talk to him. Oh, that's very interesting. We'll go ahead and let her talk to him. She wants to sniff Honeywish and Oatkit. All right, we'll go ahead and she can socialize for a little while with Silverfang and maybe see what their relationship might start being at. So that'll be good. All right, and Lion Star can do some hunting. Also, when do the kits age up? The kits are going to grow up into apprentices pretty soon, which is very exciting. But yeah, as you can see, it's still difficult to see what is on the prey pile. I tried stone and that just made it even worse. You couldn't see anything then. Mossleaf, have you caught anything? Not recently. She wants to groom her kittens, so we'll have her do that in just a second. And just give me just a moment to see if anybody else has any food. We have the assassin bug, which is something that can either be used as poison or as a cure for poison by our cats. We have a spotted turtle. Here's a light bug. So there's a little bit of food starting to show up. Oh, and then we have, yeah, these 2 turtles which broke, which was kind of annoying. Yeah, they broke for Dogaze, but at least we got to use one to cure a cold. So let's put those away into the medicine cat cabinet so that way Dogaze doesn't have to carry them around on herself. Can we put them in here? No, we can't even put them in here. Well, I guess we're just going to leave the turtles like on the ground and she'll just have to use them there. There we go. All right. Oh, and Willow is busy being a cool little willow off in the distance there. Cool little tree spirit. So she's writing books about the cats, which is kind of meta, which is kind of fun. Writing books about the cats while they're taking care of themselves. And then, Mossleaf, did you catch it? I don't think she caught it. Oh. Oh, she's a true scaredy cat. She was afraid of the beetle. What is that nonsense about? And she's waiting to goof around with Oatkit. Apparently Oatkit wants to goof around with her. Well, they can do that for a second. And Crowfeather just caught himself a parakeet, which should be very helpful. But yeah, we'll have to see. Oh, and he caught a cardinal too. Sweet, Crowfeather. He is really catching those feathery birds. That's pretty awesome. And he's still stalking for more prey. See, you just can't see the prey pile no matter what we do. So I'll try changing the terrain again to maybe sand so it's a little easier to see. Look, there's a turtle. It just popped up out of nowhere. Crowfeather, are you going to get it? Who's going to get it? Crowfeather, are you hunting that? Who's hunting this? And then Briarstock's coming over to you. Oh, Honeywish is hunting it. All right, Crowfeather, what are you hunting? Oh, I don't think he found anything this time stalking for prey. Oh, is he trying to hunt the turtle? Oh, there's turtles everywhere. Look at this. It must be like spotted turtle season. Wow. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. So he's just practicing like some moves, showing that he still has mobility in the medicine cat den. And we'll let Silverfang go around and introduce himself to more of the cats as time goes on. Good. And Briarwish is starting to feel a little bit better. He ate. He's taking care of himself, so he's not going to get sicker. And I think Honeywish is going to go over, and we'll have to have Lionstar actually talk with, yeah, he wants to sniff Silverfang. Get a chance to communicate with the new cat, too. All right, and where's Oakkit? Oakkit is watching that snake again. We're going to have to do something about this snake because we are making it so all of these brightly colored snakes like this guy right there actually have a chance of being venomous, even though garter snakes are harmless in real life. In our game, because there are no venomous snakes in the game, we make it so any of the venomous snakes, if we catch a cat trying to catch one and they lose, then there's a chance they were bitten and it could be fatal. So we'll have to look into that. All right, Mossleaf, why don't you come over and groom your kit? Because he looks like he's in the need for being a clean baby. All right, and Crowfeather just caught the turtle. Sweet, Crowfeather. Right now, he is probably the best hunter in the clan, which is pretty awesome. And we'll have to see how everybody does. So let's go on. Yep, Silverfang's just doing this. So this is going to be interesting. Introducing Silverfang into the clan will be kind of a new thing. There we go. Oh, and he wants to goof around. So Lizard Kit apparently is very interested in this elder. So maybe having Silverfang here. Oh, look, and he wants to sniff Lizard Kit. That's so sweet. Maybe having an elder here to help take care of the kits will be very helpful. And then Mossleaf might even be able... Oh, it just occurred to me. She might even be able to focus more on... Oh, and look, she wants to be friends with Silverfang. That's adorable. So she's like cleaning her baby. There we go. And we'll become friends with Silverfang. Grooming Oakkit. Let's see. Oh, and be nuzzled. Interesting. So Lionstar seems to be approving of the new cat because he's coming over here to nuzzle him. There we go. Are you going to accept it? No? Oh gosh. That's not the way to do things. Well, let's sniff you at least. Do you want to meet and greet with Lionstar? No, he's more interested. Oh, that's Branch Star. So you know Branch Star? No way. All right, what else is going on over here? Groom another cat. I wonder if Lionstar just wants to really, like, welcome a new cat in. Maybe he thinks Silverfang will have some sort of wisdom to offer. But the truth is, Silverfang has always eaten kitty pet food. He's never really been a wild cat. He was an abandoned cat. He was abandoned by his two legs out in the countryside when they moved. And they just didn't want to take him with them. So they thought, oh, he'll be fine in the wild. But he's actually been living at the barn, eating off of the two-leg food that he finds there. So this is going to be... Let's see, special, adventurous. No, don't you dare do that. You can't woohoo with him. Sniff... Let's see. Can you nuzzle or play? I don't think he's going to be able to groom. We'll let these two socialize for a little while. And Squirrely just caught a squirrel. Every time she does that, it just makes her like 800 times more adorable. So now she has 2 rodents. So we can either keep those as like food for the clan or give them, I think she wants to have a flea bath, aka go socialize with Dawnstep and try to cure her fleas. So, or Dogaze, I mean, not Dawnstep. Why did I think Dawnstep? She's not even in this clan. All right, so I think what we're going to do, Dogaze, who apparently has a hairball, maybe from grooming herself, is we're going to let her pee, and we're going to grab some honey to cure that hairball really fast, because we don't want the hairballs. Anytime a cat vomits, it can get to the point. There we go. So use the honey and get rid of the hairball. There we go. Anytime a cat vomits like that, it can have a chance of meaning that there's a very severe sickness. So I think Squirrely wants to come over, talk to her friend Dogaze, and get her fleas cured because she doesn't like having fleas. So we'll come on over will groom with Dogaze, and we will share the two, even though one's kind of rare, the two rodents that she has, because rodents actually help to cure. Squirrely, come on over and socialize with her. Rodents help to cure fleas. So Squirrely apparently does not appreciate being itchy and having fleas. All right, and Silverfang is still just chit-chatting. Poor cats. When spring comes, if we can get garlic planted, then they can get rid of their fleas that way. So there's a chance with, especially having the bloom ability that Willow has, that Moss Clan could really, really benefit from not having to worry about getting, being so exposed to fleas once we can get wild patches of garlic growing all over their territory. All right, Squirrely, there you go. Getting a chance to socialize with Dogaze. And then Dogaze can go ahead and groom her. And then we will say that we're using both of these rodents because Squirrely insists on like, I can't focus, I can't do my hunting if I have fleas. And now they're both cured from fleas because she used one for Dogaze as well. What's the point of having Dogaze cure the cats of fleas if we end up with Dogaze getting fleas and then giving all of the other cats fleas too? All right, so how are things going? Looks like Lion Star decided just to take a nap in the medicine cat den. That's fine. And look at this. So Silverfang is kind of patrolling the territory, just getting to know things. Let's let him, because he's new, let's let him go ahead and sniff all of the people he wants. So where's Crowfeather? Crowfeather's taking a nap all the way over by Willow. Willow's doing fine. So Willow, you're good. Where's Mossleaf? Is she still grooming her kit? No, she's scratching. She wants to play with Lizard Kit, though. You can't drink from a toilet. There's no toilets here. Sorry, Mossleaf. And we'll go ahead and just follow the interactions of Silverfang today, I think. So he's kind of like, well, I know this is a dangerous snake. I wonder if they know this is here. I wonder what they're going to do with it. Eventually, we're going to move that snake, Silverfang. Don't you worry. So Crowfeather, I think, would come over, and he would want to introduce himself to the new cat, too, and make sure that he's not a threat, because he's very big on keeping the clan safe. And then I wish we had some garlic. I don't think Willow has any garlic left. And really, every season change, I think it's only fair that we clear out what's in Willow's inventory in the future. We'll keep what she has for winter, but I do think it's only fair to clear out her inventory in the future because the plants would go bad after a while, and we want to make sure there's a little bit of change. Oh, what's this? You want to go pounce on Mossleaf? Well, I guess that's kind of cute. We'll let him go ahead and do that. Well, but he's going to be interrupted, I think, because Crowfeather wanted to come over and sniff him so that they can get to know each other. All right, and he wants to sniff Crowfeather, so it all works. We'll let the mutual sniffing of the new cat begin. All right, what do you think, Crowfeather? Ooh, gosh. Into the leaves. So we'll have to see. Is Silverfang bad news? Is he good news? Is he going to be a burden on the clan? Because this is Leaf Bear. It's a very difficult season. And this is yet another cat. We'll go ahead and let them socialize for a second. And this is yet another cat that the clan would have to take care of who can't hunt for himself. And I think Honeywish especially would be feeling that strain. She's snoozing right now, so she's sleeping. Lion Star is sleeping. He did have a cold, so we'll let him rest a little bit longer before getting to work. Mossleaf is off to sleep as well. She wants to talk to Crowfeather. I think she hasn't spent time with Lizard Kit today, though, so let's bring Lizard Kit on over. Well, actually, he's sleeping. Or is he just sitting? No, he's sleeping in the nursery. Oh, both the kids are sleeping in the nursery. Mossleaf, come sleep in the nursery. Come sleep in the nursery with your children. That's just too precious. That's adorable. All right, and then Briarstock, how is he doing? Well, I think he's doing a little bit better. He is no longer so exhausted. I think he's still mourning. Now he has both a hairball and fleas, so he's not going to be feeling his best. But maybe he wants to go ahead and start stalking for a little bit of prey, just to get a bit of normalcy in his day. I think somebody should need to come talk to him, though. Oh, no, you're going to throw up? Don't throw up. Do we have any honey? Let's use the honey. All right, let's see. Oh, and what is this? Dogaze is about to be pounced on by Crowfeather. That's not usually the way we do things, buddy. I think everybody wants Dogaze to cure them of their fleas. All right, let's have Dogaze come over, and I think that she's actually going to come talk to Briarstock and just socialize. If we can get away with it, try a nuzzle, just so she can check in and see how he's doing, if he's feeling kind of depressed or not, if he wants to start his routine hunts. And then while she's talking to him, she can realize he has a bit of a hairball, and we will use the last of the honey we have. And honey is actually something we can have Mossleaf collect more of from Willow. So let's see. Let's come over here. Open this up. We'll sell the last of the honey. And then we'll get rid of Briarstock's hairball. Because Dogaze would realize, hey, you're not feeling your best. There you go, Briarstock. Yeah, he just needs a little bit of time. It's very important for the medicine cat to also check in on the cats who may emotionally not be feeling their best. You don't have that hairball anymore. You're okay, buddy. You're okay. Poor Briarstock. That would be really hard to lose a mate. Oh, and what is this? Silverfang is actually practicing his hunting on his own. I think that's his way of being like, well, this is how it works over here. Maybe I can try this out too. So maybe he can start hunting. Look, he even wants to learn the hunting skill. That's really sweet, actually. Oh my gosh. All right, and let's go ahead and we will have Briarstock actually remember, and maybe this will help him start feeling like hunting again. Remember that he has this rainbow beetle, and we're going to present it to Dogaze because this rainbow beetle can be used to cure any kit of a life-threatening illness, and that's a big deal. And maybe it'll make Briarstock, I can just see him, oh my gosh, I can see you guys like writing that out too, how it might make him a little bit nostalgic and sad because he thought he was going to one day maybe present this for the sake of his kits. And apparently, Dogaze, get over here, and you go and you nuzzle him to say thank you. And then we're going to grab this and put it in our inventory so no cat eats it. But I could see how Briarstock would have been like, yeah, I found this rainbow beetle and I thought I would save it for Fern Creek and I when we have our kits. Oh, Briarstock, it's really sad. But hopefully he'll be able to find some comfort and closure with the other cats in his clan. There we go. See, Dogaze is giving him a little bit of attention and hopefully that'll help out. So there we go. All right, I'm just going to leave the cats to do what they want to do for a little bit. So Silverfang, interesting. He's looking and learning what kind of dangerous creatures there might be in the territory because of the garter snakes. Again, that's a venomous snake in quotation marks because it's brightly colored. Oh, and then there's cats apparently growing up in the rest of town, which is good because that means more cats that we can meet and greet in the future. And Silverfang is apparently wanting to learn how to hunt all on his own. That's pretty noble of him. I think that's pretty good, but he is an elder, so how much longer does he really have to hunt? And I think as soon as Honeywish is ready, we're going to have her come over and meet and talk with him. She's kind of snoozing. And I don't think any of the cats would have expected Silverfang, having recovered a little bit from being sideswiped by a car, or a monster, as they call it, to be practicing his hunting. But I think he likes what he sees in the clan, and he wants to be an active part in it, so he's going to try to figure out what he can do. There you go, buddy. There you go. And we'll see if he learns the hunting skill all on his own, then we'll go ahead and perhaps let him participate in some hunts. I could see how Honeywish might try to train him up a little bit because she does take a lot of those cats under his wings. And I can say, or her wings, and I can see how Lionstar might think, well, I understand a cat's pride and the way that a cat would want to help take care of things. Oh, are the kittens waking up? No, they're just being adorable and sleeping in the nursery. Oh, that's so cute. But wow, so there's been a lot of stuff going on in Moss Clan lately, you guys. We have suffered the loss of pretty much all of the herbs that we thought would see Moss Clan safely through the future. Briarstock has unfortunately lost his mate Fern Creek, so she's no longer in Moss Clan. And we ended up with Silverfang coming, and he will take up the name Silverfang Moss Clan soon because he will be coming and joining them and being part of Moss Clan. And there's Crowfeather, who has turned into an amazing hunter. So Crowfeather did bring in a lot of awesome things for the prey pile today. A lot of feathers, a lot of little birds. So this is going very interesting. And I have to wonder just what's going on in Branch Clan and how they're taking the winter. But we'll have to see who we visit next time. Are we going to stick around for another day or two? Oh, and she wants to sniff her kit. Lizard Kit, your mom wants you to wake up. Oh no, that's your dad. Your dad is being a rude tomcat and just waking Lizard Kit up from his nap because he wants to sniff his son. He really wants to be friends with Lizard Kit too. Who are you friends with already? He's almost friends with Lizard Kit, so he's more friends with Lizard Kit than he is with Oak Kit. And we'll have to see if we can fix that because Oak Kit wants to be a big, strong warrior like his dad. All right, come on, Lizard Kit. Your dad wants to sniff you. There we go. I thought Lizard Kit was going to keep refusing for a minute there. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. All right, and there they go. So I'm really impressed because Lionstar has often taken, Lionstar has taken a very active role in taking care of his kits. And that's kind of why Honeywish ended up being as in charge, even though she's a deputy, as she has been, because she's been the one like monitoring all the hunting patrols and things like that, while Lionstar focuses on helping out with his kits and learning from his kits. And let's see. And yeah, Lizard Kit is actually closer. Well, no, Lizard Kit is closer with his mom, but he's pretty close with his dad too. So that's really fun. Good for the kids to know who their parents are. All right, and Willow, meanwhile, is riding up a storm. So there we go, you guys. We'll have to come back and we'll have to see what the random generators, what all of the different cats getting into different things does. I'm really surprised by Silverfang. I was thinking maybe he would just stay long enough to be healed and go back to the farm because he has no hunting skills, but he wants to gain hunting skills and he wants to apparently contribute to the clan, either through taking care of the kits or through just being able to like gather a stray beetle now and then if possible. So that's really positive. That really makes me excited. And apparently Lizard Kit is just being woken up at random parts of the day by his dad. So we'll see what goes on with our clan next time. And we might check in with Branch Clan. We might be here. We'll have to see what surprises await us. And I will see you guys then. Bye-bye.